What's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're talking a little bit more about the lockout. And the major sticking point here that we're going to talk about is Major League Baseball's revenue sharing system and why the players and the Players Association want it changed. So players want the amount of local revenues shared by teams to be greatly reduced. And there's a couple reasons why they want that to happen. So let's get into them right now. So when we're talking about revenue sharing, what the hell are we talking about? So Major League Baseball teams share a certain percentage of local revenues. So local revenues are basically revenues brought in by local television contracts and also by revenue that's brought in during game day. So think about ticket sales, think about parking, think about concessions. All of those revenues, a certain percentage of them made by each team, is shared. So if you look at the current CBA, the one that just expired, 48% of all local revenues were shared among the teams in Major League Baseball. So these local revenues are put into basically like a big pool of money, and then they're going to be shared among the teams depending on the market size of the team. So for instance, a team like the Dodgers or like the Yankees or like the Red Sox, they're going to get very, very little money back out of that pool because they have such a big market size. Teams like the Rays or like I almost called them the Indians, Cleveland Guardians, they're going to receive a lot more money out of that pool because they are a small market team. So what is the problem with this current system? You might say, well, it makes sense. Let's help the small market teams receive more money so that they can be more competitive and they can spend more money on free agents and they can do a lot more things to bring a better product onto the field. Well, not so fast, my friend. Let's talk about the reasons why the players and the Players Association say this is not a good idea and this needs to be changed. Okay, so here's the first thing and probably the biggest thing is that because the number is so high, 48%, almost half of all local revenues is being thrown into this pool. Well, small market teams don't have as much of an incentive to try to make more local revenues. And how do you make more local revenues? You put a better product on the field, right? You spend more money, you bring in better players so that you can win more. But if I'm getting all of this money, no matter what, whether I stink or I'm awesome, it doesn't really matter. Why would I then spend more money if I'm just going to get it anyway? I can put a crappy product on the field. We can win 0 games. And yeah, no one might show up to our games, but you know what? It's okay because the Yankees and the Red Sox and all the big market teams, they're going to give me money anyway. They're going to give me money regardless. So why try to win? Let's just, let's be like Major League and put a bunch of guys out there that haven't played baseball at a higher level than single A.
Well, you may run like Mays, but you hit like shit.
In fact, maybe I got a good idea. Call me up. I'm ready, coach. Put me in the game. I'm ready to play today. Look at me. I could be center field. Now, hopefully you get that reference, okay? If you're a baseball person, I hope you've heard that field. I've heard that so many damn times, by the way. Like every game that I've ever played in my life, at some point during the game, put me in, coach. Oh my Lord, like this is the 4,000th time I've heard this. This is one of the better things about not playing anymore is I don't have to hear that damn song. It's not a bad song. It's just, you hear it, you hear it so much like you're sleeping at night humming it while you're trying to go to bed. Anyways, I'm way off subject right now. So MLBPA actually has a grievance going on right now with a bunch of like the small market teams. I think the A's and the Marlins and a couple other teams for this reason. They're not spending any of the money that they're getting. So how do you change this problem? A couple things. One, you can put some type of language into the new CBA that says basically you must spend a certain amount. We're going to give you this money. You have to spend it. You can't hoard it. So you could do that. Or number two, you can just lower the percentage. So instead of 48%, you bring that percentage down. And the more that percentage goes down, the less money those teams are going to get. And the more they're going to say, well, we're probably going to have to try to win so that, someone wants to come and watch our game and they actually want to like park at our stadium to come watch us win more than 62 games this season. And so another reason why that players and the Players Association don't like this is because for the big market teams, if they have to give their money away that they're making, well, they can't spend that on players. And the Players Association and the players would rather them be able to spend the money. The teams that actually are trying to win, like the Yankees and the Red Sox and these big market teams, again, it's not just big market teams, but those types of teams, they want to win. Well, instead of giving my money away to, I don't know, Oakland, who's not going to spend any of it, let me keep it and let me go and spend it to make my team even better. And players would like that. So if you think about it like this, right? The Yankees, they want to sign Matt Antonelli. I know, it's a big deal. It's a big signing. Let's say I'm worth $25 million to that team. The team says, you know what? If we sign Matt Antonelli as an organization, we're going to make $25 million more. Let's say that. I said million, right? Not thousand. You're right. Not 2,500, not $25. That might be actually more the real number, $25. But let's say 25 million. That's what he's worth to us. But hold on a minute. We've got to give away all of this money to, again, the A's and the Marlins and all these small market teams. So that 25 million that we'd pay him, well, he's actually probably really now only worth like, I don't know, $13 million to us. So we're going to offer him 13 million instead of 25 million, right? So as me, I'm saying, no. I bring your team $25 million worth of value. Like, I want $25 million. I don't want $13 million. So this is the issue that the players have. The less money that the team has because they have to give more money away, well, then the value of the player then all of a sudden goes down. All of a sudden, Matt Antonelli, one of the greatest players in the league, isn't worth $25 million to the team anymore. Now he's only worth $13 million. And so my salary just got cut in half. Damn it. And again, there's a competitive balance tax. So it's not like teams can just spend as much as they want either. So it's not really a salary cap, but it's kind of like a salary cap, because if you go over the CBT by a certain amount, this video isn't meant for that, but you're going to get taxed more and more the more that you go over it. And so there is a kind of like a salary cap. So bottom line, if you're sharing more revenue, if you're a small market team and you're getting more revenue shared to you, then winning is even less important, because it really doesn't matter as much, because you're going to make more money, and therefore you're not going to spend as much money on players, and players in the Players Association not going to like that. Now the owners are going to say, this is the way to have competitive balance, right? We're going to take the money from these big market teams and give it to the small market teams so that they have more money, so that they can, compete with these big market teams. Well, that's not really happening, because some of these teams, or a lot of these teams, aren't even spending the money that they're receiving. So I think what needs to happen, I think what the Players Association, the players want is, I think they understand that sharing some of that revenue is fine, but not 48%. Let's lower that number a lot more. And then also, I don't know if they're fighting for this, but there should be something that tells teams that are receiving the money, like the smaller market teams, that you can't just hoard it, or you have to spend it in some fashion. I don't know what kind of wording or what you want to put in there, but let's make the teams spend a little bit. That'll help the competitive balance. That will help keeping, the really big teams and the teams that the small market teams, even though small market teams have won in the past. We know of small market teams that have won. So it's not like if you're a small market team, you can't win. But we don't want them just taking the money and not trying to win, not spending money on players. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if I missed anything in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later. If you've got hitters that you're looking to improve before the start of next season, this is essential for you. Matt Antonelli here, former Major League player, first-round pick, and college coach. With this course, we're going to show you exactly, step-by-step, how to generate power, develop bat speed, and enhance swing mechanics. Regardless of your hitter's age, this course is going to deliver advanced hitting techniques that will allow any hitter to get better and make an impact at the plate this spring. We have a full catalog of training content that you can access from anywhere at any time. This course is perfect for players, parents, coaches, instructors, and more. It offers a comprehensive package of drills and techniques that you can directly implement. Our course has helped hitters all over the country at different competition levels, and the feedback that we've received has been outstanding. The work you put in now will drive your success at the plate this spring. Get the essential knowledge that you need to take your game to the next level. I've put the link in the description if you want to go check it out.